Hey guys, this is the Ranger for MMO Attack, and this week we are taking a look at Scorpix from Rise of Immortals. As always, there is a link down below if you want to check out the game. Essentially, Scorpix is a damage-based tank. You're gonna want to stack all 3 trees for Scorpix because abilities are always a key thing, and that Scorpix signature ability is very much essential. Defense wise though, he is more of a tank, but he is a very offense tank, so I would say slightly favour the offense tree compared to the defense tree because he's pretty tankily built through champion and just the lower end defensive stuff, but it is very much a key thing to sort of get Scorpix sort of build up as a tank with as much kind of defense capability as possible, but he is very much effective at early levels of the game in the way of sort of from 1 to 30 level wise he will be kind of overpowered, but then he starts to fall behind a little bit. Later stages of the game he's less useful, as I just said, but he's still useful, you know? Everyone's always useful. But let's take a look at Scorpix actually in some combat. Alright, well hey guys, we are in some combat with Scorpix right now. We jump up to the tower that we are losing. Silence. That's not good. Never want to be silenced. Okay, so Scorpix, ability wise, has these weird little scorpion things following him around. They are Broodling Defenders, essentially. As you can see, Scorpix sends Broodling Defenders. Each one deals 50 physical damage and it poisons them so they die as they're running away. It's one hell of a nasty attack, but incredibly useful for kind of just going around. They also do, as you can see, increase armor and magic resistance. Not by much, but by a little. You then have, if we can catch them, yeah, there we go, Venomous Sting, something that poisons them a little. We chuck the little scorpions at them. As you can see, as she's running off, she was taking a lot of damage. I think she actually lived that though, which is a little sad. I was hoping she would have died, but yeah, Venomous Sting, essentially, it's kind of a cool thing. It slows them down and, well, it's quite awesome. It's quite awesome for stopping them running away, at least, anyway. You then have that attack, which is quite awesome. There's also your special ability R. We're just popping abilities right now. Whoa, slight bit of lag. Chucked us way off the screen, but yes. The E ability essentially costs 100 health plus 30 health per charge, but it increases health regeneration passively and actively damages everyone around you. So it's an AoE damage that uses health to cast, but just having the ability increases your health regen, so that's kind of good. The R ability that we used reduces incoming damage by 40% and surrounds Scorpix with Venom, which damages enemies and slows them down. Essentially, most of Scorpix's attacks seem to slow down enemies, which really adds an element of people can't run away from him too easily. Which is why he's a great kind of offense style tank, because it's hard to run away from him and he can take a lot of damage. If we just jump up here. Well, she stood there a little too long. Now, item wise, as you can see, we have Bearskin Boots, mainly because it increases health regen and movement speed, which for a tank is very useful. Second item we have is the Penman Reflector. Again, increases armor and health regen, so that's great. It also puts a chance later to reduce incoming damage, which is also very great. Right now we're playing against a mage because we're in practice, so it has the plus magic resistance, but I would take the plus magic resistance anyway because he has much higher armor resistance than magic resistance by sort of default, so it seems a lot more useful to actually have that on board than other kind of, well, other items. You can also swap that out for Barrack's Scroll. I would say that's probably just as useful, but it's really up to you which one you take. We're getting some odd lag here, but alright, Berman Shorts next. Essentially dodge chance and health regen. Again, with that health regen, we're really trying to sort of maximize on health regen here. Right, let's just... Then we have the Quick Blade, which increases sort of attack speed. It also increases like penetration damage wise later, which is again very useful. Like having that additional sort of damage penetration later on really makes a huge difference. But beyond that is just the Randaz kind of blade, which is the same as we had for Ukonin and some other Immortals. Just additional weapon damage and lifesteal ability, which is pretty damn useful. And if we just upgrade that a bit more, oh yeah, we're getting that upgraded, and as you can see, he moves fairly fast-ish. I say fairly fast-ish, it's slow compared to some Immortals, but let's run him back a little. As you can see though, we are taking quite a lot of damage right now. We just send those guys out and hit her with that. She's slowed. And there we go. As you can see, great for stopping people from trying to run away. Really good at sort of bringing down enemies, or even slowing them down so your allies can get them down.
Suffering will be legendary.
Why are my guys going back? That's not good. I'm at a tower all alone. Why did my guys run back? I'm gonna die. Yep. Well, I don't know why my guys ran back, but anyway, we've kind of looked at all the elements here. So, yeah, that is Scorpix in a nutshell. Great as an offense tank to stop people running away. You've seen this kind of item setup that I would recommend. You can tweak that, play around with it however you want, of course, but yeah, he's a very useful character.